Thank you for joining me, fellow Guardians. This is Sam from Multiverse Mission Control, and today's quest is Dark Souls. And did I set the mic up right? Yes, I did. Second guessed myself. Okay, first of all, I just got done bulling through the berg again, and this is more the view I should have shown off. This is something Yahtzee talked about. If you see a big towering building in the distance, odds are good you're gonna be going there. It's like, better than a skybox. And, I can see it. There's the bridge that would lead to the direct entrance to the Undead Parish, and thus the Sunlight Altar. And I do believe that is the passageway down there to the Darkroot Basin. And that thing, if I'm not mistaken, that little tower there might be where you go to Lower Undeadburg. Maybe. I don't know. But in any case, so, what happened in the interim? And why don't I remember how to go down the ladder? Oh, because I'm in the pause menu. The prompt wasn't coming up. Okay, so I gave up on searching for the battle axe. I tried a bit, grinded a bit, but I wasn't running into much luck. But there's a dude up here who's going to sell one to me, so hey, no worries. But from the souls I gathered, I was able to purchase a Thurlin talisman, which will which will increase my miracle's effectiveness. And I boosted all my stats, or at least all the stats I like, to 13. And that's a lucky number for me. It always works in reverse. Plus, I totally forgot that the Black Knight was guarding this ring here. The Blue Tearstone Ring. Boost defense when health is low. What's it got to say about that, by the way? This Blue Tearstone from Katarina boosts the defense of its wearer when in danger. Yeah, Katarina. A land full of sneak badasses. Okay, so, if you're ever thinking of picking up the game yourself, you're going to want to pay attention here, because these next few bits you are going to see are going to save you many ergs of frustration, I should think. Alright. Oh, also, I managed to get the online to work this time, or rather, it felt cooperative this time. And so, there is that was a shiny, wasn't it? Yep. Priorities, what? Anyway, point is, from this point on, there's a very real chance that I could get invaded by another player. And not just any player. I'm expecting there to be a high-level dude thinking he was gonna be preying on a noob today. Okay, so over on this part, right as you come down, where the sunlight is shining, you'll meet everyone's favorite NPC. Solaire of Astora, everyone.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it.
I've been lucky.
I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. Do you find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
It's unclear if he's serious or not. The sun could be metaphorical for something else. But more on that later.
Oh, haha. So I didn't scare you. I have a proposition, if you have a moment.
Of course. You're like the only cheerful person in this game.
The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. In a land brimming with hollows, could that really be mere chance? So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey?
Absolutely.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this.
The White Sign Soapstone.
We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation.
Jolly cooperation.
Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind.
Speaking of, there's a summon signature that's been flashing in and out right here. Here's another player. I can summon them and they can help me out here. And they'll stay on until I beat the boss, because that's usually the goal. If they succeed, they gain a humanity, and many other things depending on which covenant they're in. And this is a really neat mechanic. So you lay down your sign, and you hope to God someone sees it and picks it up for a while, and you can be waiting for a while. I'm probably not going to be summoning this one, and that makes me a little sad, actually. But if someone summons you, then you get to go to their world, you get to pick up a humanity, you get to help them out, you get to feel good about yourself. And what's more, this is a great way to get intel on the bosses that you're about to fight. Because, you see, you can only be summoned to a world where the boss hasn't been beat yet. So, but beware, in human form, players can also invade your world. Which I'm actually looking forward to, but, you know, depending on your mood, you may not want so much. Anyway, and the other thing is, like, this is an interesting blend of story and gameplay, because it's like every character is playing Dark Souls in their own alternate timeline, and you just occasionally bump into each other. Yeah, that's a pretty sight, friendo. Oh, and there's another dude.
Oh, hello there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
There was a theory for a long time that Solaire Vestora was actually the firstborn of Gwyn, the god of, who was banished because he was a god of war and cared for arms and naught else. And it's true, he runs the covenant of said god, but no, this is just a cool dude who happens to be really strong and likes helping people.
Oh.
Yeah, don't bother looking to the gods, friendo. It's the humans who's gonna help you out. I would dearly love to summon one of these people and end their suffering, but I don't know, I kinda want to take my time with this. So anyway. So the white sign stone allows you to lay your own sign. And it's going to be a white sign, unless you're in the Warrior of Sunlight, in which case it's glittery yellow goodness. That person either gave up, the connection timed out, or they got summoned. Well, whatever. So, first of all, this door is very important. You need the residence key for this one. Or... no, what kind of key is it? I think the undead merchant sells it. Did I pick it up? Ah! I'm all over the place. Oh, I did get the residence key. Well, then where do I get that? Well, that's a thing for another time. For right now, my goal is to get to the Undead Parish. But, if you'll notice, there's a big old scorch mark on the bridge. Oh, I can't tilt it up high enough. Well, regardless, step out, step back in. Yep, the Hellkite Drake is back. And he is not intent on letting me have the direct route at all. Nor would I suggest it. You'll just die a lot. I should glug a drink. Don't want to take this guy for granted. Instead, my recommendation is to go down this secret passage in the right parapet here. Now, he'll probably attack me. I'm hoping not. I'm trying to go slowly to avoid getting aggroed. You just... and don't try to get those shinies. You will die. Good. Okay. So this is perhaps the single most important passage in the early game. For multiple reasons. One, it allows you to continue, but if you go down this set of stairs, there's a ladder you can kick down. And where does this ladder lead to? Your bonfire! The same one you used when you were bulling your way through the Berg and fighting the Taurus demon. So from henceforth, you've got a shortcut, so you don't have to go through all that bullshit again. And Dark Souls is full of moments like this. Full of little things you can do to make things easier on yourself. Speaking of, I think higher level would be very favorite right now. I'll raise my faith. It'll go a long way towards getting one of my favorite miracles. Okay. So. Yeah. Oh, and it's also worth mentioning. I think I've said this before, but you can only join or invade players close to your own level. I forget what the exact formula is. It's like plus or minus 10 plus a certain amount percentage of your current level, something like that. So if you want to help people, you can't just wait for the day you get all badass and buff. You gotta do it now. Of course, if you're a veteran player starting a new character, that's a bit easier, but still. Yeah. Now, one thing I should mention here is that if you find yourself favoring the Dex builds, you notice the Drake's tail is just kind of hanging there? Well, if you're a Dex heavy character, you just take a bow, you snipe that tail off, and automatically you will get the Drake sword in your inventory. It's for the early game, it's really neat, and it has this little Windblade shockwave move, so it can help carry you through pretty well. Not as great for the later game, but hey, all you need is a little boost to get started, right? So, come on, gents. Yeah, well, it's your game. Come on. I kind of want to kick you off, but then again, if you have items, I would not be able to pick them up. Well, regardless, come over here. Fine, I'll come to you. Please. There is just no compromising with some people. Nah. Also, the chance the items you drop will just be plain shitty. Hello, friend ghost. What do these say? Try kicking. That's actually good advice. Yeah! If I could get the kick. Be wary of fall. Well, no shit. So... Dick. Making me get crunk before it's time. Oh, fuck. Why didn't that work? He was staggered. I should have been able to hit him. Oh well. You know what? I'm bored now. I'm gonna rate this, actually. And this is something. The orange sign soapstone that I picked up from the other dude, this is what you use it for. You can write your own messages, and you can rate other people's. I give that a plus. And the more pluses you get, the more likely the portrait's gonna change. And different character portraits kind of indicate how well people liked it, which might indicate its worthiness. Then again, people just tend to rate goofy shit for the sake of goofy shit, so, you know, grain of salt. Okay, rats, come on. Oh, bum. Yay! My ring of sacrifice kicked in. So I won't lose my souls or my humanity. But I will be hollow. Yeah. Those only work once. Wait, am I still human even? Oh. Well, that's a badass little ring then. Shame it broke. Well, better make this one count then. Okay. So let's do this over. Shall we? You know what? You're taking too long. No, switch. Silly target. Okay. Can I kick you off? No. Kick is hard to land. Oh well. There we go. That'll work. Okay, so I should get more in. Can't be afraid of the rats or they'll knock me off. They can do poison, and that is scary, but I'm also wise to their game. Ready with my shield. Okay, good. Good. Now then. Up we go. Doopy-doo. Circumvent the dragon so that we may get at the parish, ring the bell of awakening, etc. Okay. So, this is the main way. And unfortunately, you cannot open this gate from this side. So you cannot get at the sunlight altar for now. The only way is to dash past the dragon, and for that I kind of want better stats, better gear, and a certain fire resistance spell. Okay, but before I deal with you... Actually, I should deal with you right now. Can't take it for granted you won't muck up my plans here. Okay, but first things first. Up here on the parapet is another Black Knight. Now, whether you fight these guys is entirely up to you. They're optional, but, I mean, they drop good stuff. Yo! And they're pretty traumatizing your first time through, I will say, though. Okay, come on down, brah. Taking your sweet-ass time. Oh sure, saunter down. It's not like I got places to be, or an episode to do. Whoops! Well, that sucks. It's probably gonna land on my head now. Or be blocking the passage. Neither. I think he lost interest in me. Darn it! What don't you get about this? I want to fight! Ow. That may not speak well good things about me, but, I mean, hey. Crunk. Right, he does get kind of bored easily, doesn't he? You gotta keep the aggro up. Oh well. Maybe I'll just fight him up here. It's not advantageous, but at least he won't forget about me. Don't you forget about me, Kisama! Don't. I think I can lead him down like this. There we go. I do prefer to fight him on the lower level. Oh, fuck. Now after this, I will probably be running back to the bonfire, because I'm likely to use up my Estus pretty quickly here. Fuck! Case in point. Blue Tear Stone's activated. There we go. Part of the reason these guys are so weak to fire is because it said they were present with Lord Gwyn when he sacrificed himself to the Great Flame. Right, I'm gonna go back. There are times you just have to concede. And Black Knights are enemies that do not respawn, so next time will be easier. Because, you know, you just need to be at your optimal game. If you're getting serious about making it through to the other side. Vitality is always going to be important, isn't it? Fortunately, it doesn't count as upgraded until you hit accept, so you can take it off again and put it back on again and fiddle with it for a while until you're sure. Okay, back. Unfortunately, I wasn't as on the ball with the rats this time, so I had to wait out the poison and use up nearly all my heal spells. The real reason poison is so scary early game is because you don't have access to the antidote item early on, so it can make you use up a lot of Estus, and then you're pretty much forced to go back because, you know, you need your Estus. But that's why I like heal. I still have my Estus, and I'm still raring to go. To the Undead Parish. Technically, I'm in it already, but, you know. Okay. So, first obstacle. Across the way there is a giant piggity pig, and he will gore you to death. He also drops a pretty sweet helm, if you have enough humanity to find it. Unfortunately, facing him head-on is a very foolhardy task. Fortunately, this gent is making my job a little easier by coming out himself. Right, so I would not recommend it. No, indeed. Instead, I would recommend you duck in here. But yes, with the spear guide. Beggars can't be choosers. Oh, don't heal. Don't run out, pig. Right. Yes, I want the pillars between me and pig at all times. He is no joke. And he's armored as well. Armored Tusk, I believe, is the proper name. So you come up here, and there are all these archer dudes. This is where I got really good at rolling. As I recall. You kind of have to, or you deadness. Which do I take, the spears or the archers first? Well, there's only one spear. Come here. Ow, ow. We're good. Because without the melee, without the tank, the DPS, wing bee! Whoops, 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 don't fall off. Don't fall off, please. No, no. Bad for the kids. The Alluring Skull. Oh, someone kindled my last bonfire, so I got a little extra Estus charge. Neat. So, this Alluring Skull is... Hold on. That guy noticed me, senpai. Why am I not nailing the backstabs? Oh well. At any rate. So it's really neat here. You have a very easy way to cheap out this pig. There's an archer down there. Why is there an archer down there? Thought I got everyone. Well, whatever. Maybe I can lure him behind the pillars. Well, no, I can't lure him. He's ranged. He has no reason to confront me. It is really weird that you're here. No, I knocked you off, didn't I? And then you ran over here to get range. That's right. I can range too. Feel that. Ah! You see, this is why I want the pillars. The pillars are my best friend right now. Last heal. Oh well. That's a nice all it lasted. So, I got way sidetracked. But, the Alluring Skull. Here's what it do. A skull with meekly lingering souls. Throw to shatter and spread souls to attract certain types of enemies. Souls are a concentration of life, and the life-starved hollows are lured by its power. Not effective for all enemies, so only for the insane. But Piggy here certainly qualifies. So, the game gives you an easy way to cheat this guy out. You throw it in the fire, and he will literally just immolate himself for you. Because he is insane. And this is the last time I will ever use these. But, good while it lasts. You stay, Piggy, there's more. And I have fireballs to fall back on, in case this doesn't finish the job. Not to mention... Ah, there we go. So let's see if he drops the helm for me. He does not. The helm is like a big pig mask thing. It's really cool. I'm not sure if I would actually use it, because I don't tend to favor heavy armor. I like light armor. I like being able to roll swiftly on my feet, you know? Okay, so that should be... Also, the pigs don't come back, so you have limited chances to get that helm in one playthrough. There are more in the Duke's Archives later on. But anyway. So, gate is locked. Gotta go down here. Liar ahead. Well, who are you referring to? I know of a character you could mean, but it's a bit until you meet him. Okay. So that guy's running away, and you think, oh, it's so easy, I'll just chase him down. No. It's a trap. These guys, they're gonna hit stun you into oblivion and just destroy you, despite being weak individually. They are no joke in a group. So we approach this carefully, yeah. Proc 'em, lead 'em. Don't get caught. And sometimes their patterns aren't even fully recognizable. They might get done with an attack, start drooping back up, and you think you got your window, and then all of a sudden they just start lashing out wildly. So you always gotta respect even the weakest enemy. Because if you're overconfident, they will mess you up. I do believe these barrels are explosive, but I don't want to waste my fireballs on these. Oops. Shit. It's okay. Not to worry. Huh? Oh, no. I don't want the homeward bone. I want the Estus flask. Yeah, the homeward bone can return you back to the last bonfire you rested at, and keep all your stuff. It can be good if you realize you've gotten way in over your head. Okay. Oh, darn, didn't see you. And forgot you were here. Oh well. Mystery key. I believe that is the key that I was looking for. That will unlock the door across from where you enter the Hellkite Drake's bridge. And that's the key to progressing in the game, which I floundered for a while before figuring out. So, good to preface that now, for any interested parties who want to play the game for themselves. Okay, I do believe that little wooden bridge can break. So I want to be real careful like him. Or it's just weird to balance on. Okay, in any case, slow and steady, and calm, and good. Stuffages. Whoops. I'm gonna get myself killed. It's like, oh, you've already beat the game. Obviously nothing could ever stand against you. High on yourself. That is... Yeah, you're gonna lose a lot of souls if you let yourself think that. Okay. Sateto. Why do I get the feeling like I'm gonna be attacked? Oh yeah, the messages won't always stay. Sometimes they fade in and out, depending on server connections and whatnot. So sometimes laying multiple of the same message is better, if you really believe in it. Higher chance of it appearing, you know? Okay. White light, how am I doing for time? You know what, I should get to the next bonfire at the very least. So, we're in the upper part of Piggity Pig Lair. Not that you can get here any other way. Okay, so now we introduce the Balder Knights. A bit tougher. So I want to backstab this guy if I can. Son, dear 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 son. Yes! Good. They're a bit more professionally trained. That stance they take, they can parry you if you try to attack them during that. For example. So I'm not even going to push my luck on that one. I'm going to fireball him in the face. Knight Shield. I think that's a better upgrade for me. Indeed. No contest. I'm still rolling... Oh no, it's heavier though. I'll keep the wood for now. Oh no, I got invaded. Dark Spirit Splatoon fight. Well, I'm gonna run back to Piggity Pigland then. That's a more open area. And this is a good chance to show this feature off. Now he thinks he is fighting a noob, but it was me, Dio! No. Here we go. He might not even know where I am, for starters. The places you spawn when you invade are kinda random. I remember I tried to set up a dragon duel, and then in Sen's Fortress when I didn't know the map, and I kinda fell to my death, just trying to find the guy. He probably got a dragon scale out of nowhere and was like, okay. So, this guy is gonna try to steal my humanity. But if I beat him, I get a humanity. Oh. He died. Okay. And I got little souls for the effort. For the happy circumstance. If I find where he... Well, he probably fell off a cliff. But if he did happen to leave a bloodstain somewhere, and I pick that up, I can get the humanity. I'm not counting on it, though. Unless he fell from a high ledge and landed on the ground. Quite possible. I can't believe it. I jinxed it. I jinxed it with my own dragon tail. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, the Balder Knights are much more professional than the typical insane dudes you fight. Despite being insane themselves, they will still fuck you up. Pretty hardcore. So, much respect. You will learn to recognize their tells in time. Yeah, just, you know, pace yourself. That's all I'm saying. Hey, you were... Hey! You're supposed to get hit during that. Fine. No. Save it. Save it. Balder Knights are more important. Do stuff. You're pissing me off. Okay. And expect the little shieldy guys around every corner. In fact, here's where I'm gonna get flanked. I'm not sure when they attack, how I will handle. Suppose I could just rush him. That doesn't seem to be working for me, though. Meh. Proc. Huh? Were you gonna do stuff? Just being all sauntry, creepy like, huh? Huh? Is this your big plan? Get in my head? I'm not impressed. Killed a bunch of you just today. Damn it! Now the Balder is here. And I will just straight fireball him because I can't be asked. They have Estus too. Worth mentioning. So if I see him start to retreat, I'm gonna be on him like a wolf. There we go. Well, you done let your mate die. You're still thinking you're scary. You deserve this. Right. Touch bloodstain. No, this isn't the dude. There's no way he would have fallen here. I really do think he just fell into this pit here. Okay, so there are two ways you can go. For now, I'm going to just beeline for the bonfire because this episode's going a bit long. So you go the right branch, and you try not to pick too many fights because there's a big guy in the church who can fuck you up. You don't want to get his attention. And someone else kindled my bonfire again. Cool. I'm always down for that. I wonder if Splatoon Fight is gonna try to get me again. But then again, you only have cracked red orbs this early on, huh? And he's probably invaded another player, now that I think about it. Well, you know what? I want to move this along, so can you just Shineko Dasai? Yes, spells and healing items. Their animations are slow, so you gotta time it well. You gotta plan it, you gotta pre-plan it. So many aspects about this game are just tests of patience. But if you rise above, you can rise above it all. You just interrupted my fireball, you piece of shit! Rise above it all. Okay. So, I'm gonna save everything to do with that church for next episode. For now, there's a bonfire down here. And what's more, a dude who will sell me a battle axe, amongst other nifty things. Now, unfortunately, if you're doing too much at this bonfire, you will hear that hammer wacky thing, that ting on the anvil, quite frequently. Nothing you can do about that. Okay, so I already reversed my Halloween. Let's kindle this bad boy. Yeah, now you're a 10 flask bonfire. Good. Okay. Ooh! There's another character down here I'd like to introduce. This is the entrance to Sen's Fortress. It'll be important for the later progression of the game, but for right now it's closed off. Ladies and gentlemen, Siegmeyer of Katarina. Wake up. Wake up, please.
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought.
Of course.
I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge. No matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak.
So there's the sun bro, and this is the onion bro.
Still closed. Still closed. Still closed.
Yep, so he's trying to figure that out. We will end up figuring it out. But, no worries. Always nice to meet a bloke who doesn't want to immediately chop my head off. You can't take that for granted anymore. Okay. One thing they notice is that the undead like to end off their thoughts with laughing a lot. And the story goes it's like kind of trying to hide their depression and the cloying insanity that's growing. It's like, I'm alright, you don't have to worry about me, ha 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 ha. Kinda sad, really. Anyway, This here is Andre of Astora. Probably the best blacksmith in this game. Well, pretty reliable anyway. Try Rear. No! I don't want to fight him. He's good. He does good things.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
They also thought this guy was the firstborn of Gwyn. It's the beard. Hoorah! I love that pose. I should show how to toggle that.
I'll be seeing you then. Be careful out there.
Thank you. And all the people who are sane, they always wish the best for you, you know? It's like when the world is ending, all you have is each other. They know that. They never take it for granted for an instant. So select is how you do these things, and you press X to do them. And theoretically you can do the 6-axis motion with the controller, but I don't really get how that works. You press triangle to replace it with something else. That's a nice little celebration when you're co-oping. Okay.
Well, hello. Use him. Need anything for it?
So like Rickert of Vinheim, this guy can upgrade your equipment, he can repair it, and later on, when you bring the smiths certain embers, they can turn it into fancy stuff. And then he's got Titanite shards, he's got weapon repair boxes if you want to do that on the fly. The Crest of Artorias, really interesting, and I will want eventually. Ooh, battle axe. Right, can't forget that. And various other interesting armory stuff and ammo.
Most weapons and armor are mighty sturdy indeed, but every hunk of metal has its breaking point. If you notice durability running low, it's time to repair. You can ask a blacksmith like myself, or do it on your own with a grindstone.
Very helpful
the nice
advice.
thing about weapons, they never betray you.
I don't know about
So
that.
pay them a little respect, eh?
But he isn't wrong. You do gotta be sure you're taking care of your gear. Speaking of... Nah, you're not actually that bad. Fortunately, it's really inexpensive to repair stuff most of the time, unless it's uber damaged. Yeah, forget it.
There are two types of weapon forging. There's reinforcement and there's ascension.
I love that game.
Reinforcement
Hey, thanks,
is
bruh.
simple. It strengthens the weapon and nothing more. A simple task for any blacksmith. Hell, you could even do it yourself with a smith box. But ascension's a finer art. It alters a weapon's properties. Ascension is the territory of we blacksmiths. A smith box just won't do the trick. Start out with reinforcement. When that loses its charm, you can consider ascension. As you've noticed, this land is flush with the mad and wicked. You won't make it through the night without employing my services.
I do appreciate you, though. Yes, reinforcement is simply upgrading. Ascension is what you hit the wiki dot for. Because then you can turn your weapon into, crystal, lightning, magic, fire, divine, occult, all sorts of neat stuff.
You can forge armor just like you do weapons. Forging armor is even easier than forging weapons. Whether you forge weapons or armor first, well, that's up to you. But nobody wants to see you go hollow. So whatever you do, you'd better do it well.
You're a nice guy. You're telling me what I need to know. It's true. Now, I don't tend to upgrade things until I've got the one that I want and I'm ready to turn it into my ultimate thing. Most of the time I just rely on my skill until I'm ready to just jump to the awesome gear. That may not work for everyone, it's just I don't want to spend the souls unless I'm sure that I want to take this for the rest of the game, you know? Oh, you're done. Okay.
So what?
So,
Don't get get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Who you talking to, old man? But thank you, though. So, from this point, you have the church, where one of the bells of one of the bells of awakening resides. And what's more, through the church is a shortcut back to Firelink Shrine, which you'll make quite a bit of good use of, I should think. And that's all for that passage at the very least. But if you follow, there's Sen's Fortress, like we discussed. But also, past Andre here, down through this door is the way to Darkroot Garden, but Titanite Demon. And this guy just, like, sits next to this. He doesn't even give a fuck. He's badass. Yes. So, you don't necessarily have to fight the Titanite Demon. You can run past it. Either way, you gotta gird your loins on that one. So, I'm going to level up and leave this episode here. And then next time, we're going to ring the first spell of awakening and make our way through the church, finishing off the Undead Parish. And the way to the second requires that mystery key and the door on the Hellkite Bridge. And you know, that's really all the more story detail we've got right now. But it's really neat how they do this, the minimalistic design. It's just story you pick up as you go, rather than being told, kind of. Well, anyway, so that's the sitch. So, thank you all for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out.